Hey there, teachers. Hi there. I'd like to tell you some of the many things you can do with these cards, and I haven't done a review yet. So we're going to start with card number 1 and tell you some of the many things you can do. Okay, when you're practicing the alphabet, we have a little code here that tells you, gives you a little hint on how you're going to pronunciate things. For example, the red ones are pronounced A, J, K. The white ones are E sounds, C, B, C, D, E, G. The green ones are sounds like F, L, M, N, S, X, right? And well, what you want to have your students do is repeat the alphabet, and you can have a very nice game. For example, you can ask your students to spell the words once they have repeated after you. Then you can form a circle, and then you have them say the alphabet. First student says A, the second student says B, the third student says C, the fourth student says D, and so on, right? A, B, C, D. Okay, in the next round, they have to come up now with a word that starts with that letter. So now the first student is going to start saying, for example, apple, and the second student will be saying Bible or book, and the third student will say cat, and so on. Okay, that's a pretty cool activity you can do. And then you can have them check their sight. So they have to start to step 1 yard away from each other, and they are going to take a pencil and ask each other, what letter is this, and what letter is this, and what letter is this. So if they can't read the one on the top, they're in trouble. That means they have 2.0 stigmatism, I think. That's what you call it. If they can read the second line, they have a 1.8, and so on, 1.6, 1.4, 1.2, 1.8, 0.6, and 0.4, which is the lowest. Okay, and on the back, once you have practiced the alphabet, you're going to see something amazing. You're going to have your whole class repeating the letters from the alphabet in a very interesting way. And then they have to diagnose if their partner has a problem and tell you, for example, well, my partner has a 2.0 or a 0.4 stigmatism problem. All right? Okay, on the back, as I mentioned before, this package is to go along with the books. So, for example, when you're practicing the verb to be, well, by this time, they're starting to conjugate I am, you are, he is, she is, and their contractions, right? And they start seeing professions and nationalities. So on card 1B, you can ask them to tick on maybe, well, what it says here is tick on 2, or tick 3 or 4. Choose 4 professions that you like. That means that's what you are. That's the profession you have. And then circle 4 and find those 4. So you have to stand up and say, okay, let's say I circle an engineer. So I have to go around the class asking people, are you an engineer? And if they say yes, well, then I'm going to write his or her name on a sheet of paper. And if I am the first or one of the first 10 people to find my 4 circled professions, I'll be the winner. Okay? Alrighty. We'll jump to card number 2 on the next vid. Thanks. Have a nice class.